Hello and welcome. I won't say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening because you may be anywhere in the world. I am far away from India. In fact, it's just getting down to afternoon here. So, to all members of the All India Anglican Association, all our friends and well-wishers, and those of you who belong to our community and those of you who don't, a very warm welcome. We hope you're getting into the spirit and the mood of Christmas. Well, to begin with, I'll share with you in a couple of minutes something about the All India Anglican Association for those of you who don't know, or those of you who do not belong to the community. I know many have tuned in because Christmas connects with everybody. Well, the All India Anglican Association began in 1876, to be precise, on the 16th of December, 1876. So that's exactly 145 years ago to the date, well, a few days ago. And right through the coming year, we will be celebrating 145 years of service and fellowship and love that the community has, or the association has spread by having meaningful events. It could be a Thanksgiving event. It could be an event involving others in the city. It will definitely be something to do with sports, something to do with academics or quizzing or debating. There will definitely be charitable programs and projects that we do anyway throughout the year, especially reaching out to senior citizens and those who are finding it a bit difficult to get themselves educated, and particularly those who are going through a very difficult phase of their lives, as we all are in some way. That's to do with the All India Anglican Association. We now have 63 branches across the country, and it's, I can tell you that about 45 of them are active or very active, and the rest of them are semi-active, and maybe some of them need to be much more active. Well, on behalf of all these 63 branches and the governing body of the All India Anglican Association, I welcome each one of you and wish you well in advance a very Merry Christmas, a very meaningful Christmas. And I would share with you over the next hour, as we hear really talented and successful singers from across the country in our community. They'll be singing Christmas songs over the next 1 hour. And I will try and share with you something, of course, about Christmas and about the meaning of Christmas, as well as something about their families, those who are singing. Because I think it's important for everybody, particularly those who do not belong to our community or those who live outside India, who are not very sure of how the community is progressing. It's important to know how the community is progressing, and that I will share with you by talking about the families of the singers. As you can make out, I'm just playing for a little time because as we go along, more and more people are joining in and watching and going to be a part of this celebration. Well, just to remind you, today is the first day of our Christmas special, which is a 1 hour Christmas song special, meaningful songs. In fact, most of them, you'll be happy to know, are not songs that you've heard many, many times before. There are a few traditional ones which you'll sing along with, but there are a few different ones, newer ones, maybe some you've not heard even before, and covering all genre of music, popular music, country music, melodies, a couple of sad songs also. So it's going to be a real good mix. Today is the first day. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock again, Indian Standard Time, is the Christmas quiz. Questions will be asked by the quizmaster, Alan Cowell of the Danapur branch. According to me, one of the finest quizmasters in the country. Alan has been conducting quizzes for many, many years, and the Danapur branch has taken the leadership and the lead, as it were, in organizing this Christmas quiz online. All are welcome. Very simple. Questions are not so simple. Some are simple. Alan will throw a question, and whoever is online It's only on our national Facebook channel. Whoever is online, you will quickly type in the answer, right? You will type in your answer and the number of the question and the answer, and whoever is the first to answer the question correctly wins a prize. So we'll announce the name and we'll send you the prize. It's a small cash prize. And if you're in the giving mood, as you should be during Christmas, you can use that small amount to buy a cake or to buy something small or bring a little joy and a smile to the life and lips of people around you. That's tomorrow. That is it tomorrow is Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday, the 22nd. And on Thursday, the 23rd of December, again at 7 o'clock, it's the last of our series, a Christmas special. For the first time in 145 years, the All India Anglican Association is organizing a play, an online production. It's about 40 minutes, and it has been conceived and put together and directed by Maya Gomez of the Trivandrum branch. And she's got a cast, she's had to deal with a cast of people who are in all our branches, 10 or 15 branches. In fact, 3 of our actors are not even in India, and they are holidaying abroad. And she's put it all together. It's a Christmas carol, Charles Dickens. It's a famous, everybody knows the story, but it's an online with everybody acting from their homes. So that's the day after tomorrow, on Thursday, the 23rd of December. So remember that and try to join us for all these 3 special days. Well, tomorrow is the quiz by the Danapur branch in Alan Cowell, and the day after is Maya Gomez's production, I would call it. On behalf of Expressions is a sort of an online quizzing, not a quizzing, I got quizzing on my mind, an online language creative writing platform for the love of the English language. The chief mentor is Daphne Gomez, and the editors are Dr. Cheryl Ann Shivan and Maya Gomez, and they and their team have put together, along with some friends, we want to involve also our other friends who are part of Expressions, and they have joined in, and this production is by Expressions and Friends. So that's the program. I think I've spent enough time telling you this so that I have bought about 8 or 9 minutes. Well, it's now time to begin. Well, we're going to be beginning with a couple of songs, 2 numbers from a family of singers. Well, they are in some way the Von Trapp family of meaningful gospel songs, and they are members of our Pune branch. They're not as big as the Von Trapp family, thank goodness for that. It's Pastor Smokey James, Smokey Earl James, and the Judah clan. Now, let me tell you quickly a little about them. Well, basically, they have been singing together and putting gospel music together for the last 30 years. Now, that's a long, long time. They write the songs, they play, they sing, and they have, he's a pastor of a church, and Ruah, which is Hebrew to shout or cry out. Thank you, Pastor Earl James, and his dear wife, Patricia. Thank you, ma'am. They have 3 children, and all 3 are part of it. Their son, Joshua, and his wife, who they recently immigrated to the UK. And Jordan, who finishes his graduation come March, he has done his 8th grade in Trinity College London. He plays the guitar. And their daughter, who is she plays the drums. And that's a very, very talented family, Sharon. She plays the drums. Jordan plays the lead guitar. Joshua plays the bass guitar. And Dad plays the guitar and sings, and Mum sings too. There are 2 numbers coming up. Please welcome Pastor Smokey James and the Judah clan. First coming up for you is Love Came Down on Christmas Day. Everything else didn't come down, not even the Christmas tree behind me. But love came down on Christmas Day, on that holy, holy night when a little child was born in a manger.
You showed me the way and taught me how to love anew. With your love, you gave me your love. Now I'm feeling so brand new. With your love, you showed me the way to live, showed me a brighter day. With your love, and you gave me your precious son today. And all your love, and we found love and found a friend so true. 'Cause we found you. Oh, looking down on Christmas Day with you, oh Jesus. Looking down to show the way with you, my Lord. Once I was lost, couldn't find the way, like a blind man in the night. Suddenly you touched my heart, taught me how to see the light. And I will love you all of my life, 'cause you loved me first. Every Christmas I'll remember how you quenched my thirst. Oh, looking down on Christmas Day with you, oh Jesus. Looking down, you show me the way with you, my Lord. With you, my Lord. With you, my Lord. We were lost, couldn't find a way. In captive sin, in deep dark dismay. But God had other plans. He made a special day. We call it Christmas, when he sent his only son on earth to stay. Whosoever shall believe will never die. Whosoever shall believe will never cry. For the Lamb of God will lead you up to paradise, lead you to those mansions in the sky. Holy, holy night, when Jesus Christ was born. Holy, holy night, now the light has come, the darkness has gone. every year when Christmas comes again. Don't forget, He came to take our suffering and our pain. This sacrifice, God's gift to all mankind. Don't turn your back on Him. Don't turn to playing blind. For whosoever shall believe will never die. Whosoever shall believe will never cry. For the Lamb of God will lead you up to paradise. Lead you to the mansions in the sky. Holy, holy night, when Jesus Christ was born. Holy, holy night, now the light has come, the darkness is gone. Whosoever shall believe will never die. Whosoever shall believe will never cry. For the Lamb of God will lead you up to paradise. Lead you to those mansions in the sky. Holy, holy night, when Jesus Christ was born. Holy, holy night, now the light has come, the darkness is gone. Now the light has come, the darkness is gone.
Thank you very much, Pastor Smokey James and the Judah clan, a wonderful family of Pune, and doing the Pune branch proud also. Well, Pastor Smokey James has been associated for 55 years with the Bishop School. He's now on the board of governors of the Bishops Education Society and has been for many years. And we take this opportunity to congratulate and thank Reverend Dr. Brian Wintle and the incredible bishops, family and team, and the board of governors and the principals, past and present, and staff members. And the bishops' school, or the group of schools, continues to do so much for our community and so many others. And they've got 3 schools, and a little birdie told me they may have even more schools coming up. Well, thank you all very much, and congratulations to Pastor Smokey James. He was a student over there, and then he taught over there, and now he's on the board of governors. So God bless the Judah clan. Thank you very much, Joshua, Jordan, and Sharon, and of course, Pastor and Patricia, man. Friends, it's really important for us Christians Of course, we like the idea and we respect the idea of people around the world celebrating Christmas in a social way, with fun and festivities and gifts and food. Sure, it has become a part of people's culture and social lives. Wonderful. But for us Christians, it is primarily something that helps us to hold tightly onto our faith, the birth of Christ. If Jesus wasn't born, then we wouldn't be Christians, and we wouldn't be able to maybe do what the Christian community has done across the country and across the world over so many years. So very humbly, we request everybody to respect our privacy and the fact that Christmas is a very personal celebration and a very family-oriented celebration. So there are many F's associated with Christmas: fun, friendship, food. We also love our food. Lots of good things to eat, especially Christmas time. Each family has its own very, very special Christmas cake recipe. We make rose cookies and kalkals. Yes, we drink a lot of wine. We drink other things also. And we have lots of goodies and special chicken curries. Not so much turkey and goose, but we do have it a bit. And it's food and fellowship and friendship and fun. And of course, gifts and Santa Claus and Christmas tree. But primarily, it is something very deeply spiritual, and it is a celebration of our faith. That's the most important F for us at Christmas. So thank you very much. Love came down on Christmas Day, Holy Holy Night, by the Judah clan from the Pune branch. We now move on to Keith Dixon. Now, Keith Dixon is one of the most popular singers at the moment across the world, coming out of India. He's on Facebook, he's on other platforms, and he performs almost every day in Delhi. Originally a Bangalore boy, 39, 40 years ago in 1982, he just packed his bags from Bangalore. His father was the late Melroy Dixon. Like so many Anglo-Indians, he was. His mother, Shirley, was a teacher, like so many Anglo-Indians. And he just packed his bags, took a one-way ticket, and went to Delhi to become a musician. Well, he, with his homemaker wife, whom he always talks about, that's very nice, Rose Maria, they have, she always backs him with his music. And Keith is quite an incredible musician. He's basically a bass guitarist by profession, but he plays, I think, all the guitars. He plays drums. He plays the keyboards, as you will see, and he's even learning to play the saxophone. So Anglo-Indians love music, and many of them play music a lot and sing very well, like our Goan friends, our friends from Goa. Well, he's got a lovely family also. They've got their elder daughter, Donita, who is married and works as a senior manager in an international audit company, and the younger daughter, Vanessa, who's in Canada pursuing her commercial pilot license training. So this program is also to tell you about what Anglo-Indians are doing today. We can't only look back. We have to look at the present and the future, like Charles Dickens did, and like you will see the day after tomorrow in A Christmas Carol. Well, let's get to Keith Dixon's songs. He's singing 3 songs. I'll go backwards. His last one will be An Old Christmas Card, which unfortunately there are not many cards left anymore. Christmas cards remind me of my father, where he used to, the only thing he did for the home, and besides, of course, earning a living and looking after us, is to put up the Christmas cards on top of the pelmet, is it called, above the curtain. And everybody used to write Christmas cards, and often people wrote Christmas cards by mentioning everybody's name, not realizing that somebody actually had died. Well, that's the 3rd song he's going to sing. Before that, he's going to sing Only Want You for Christmas by one of my favorite singers, Alan Jackson. And his first song is going to be dedicated to Santa Claus, Even Santa Ought to Know. So we're going to be listening to Keith Dixon, and then I will tell you the real and true story about Santa Claus. No, he wasn't born in the North Pole. We'll tell you where he was born. But let's listen to Keith Dixon, Even Santa Ought to Know.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and my name is Keith Dixon, and I am from the Delhi branch, and I'm going to sing 3 Christmas songs for all of you, and hope you all enjoy it. Well, the first one is an old Jimry song, and this song reminds me of my growing up days in the Railway Colony and having all the Anglo-Indian families around, and Jimry's being the most popular singer in those days. So every household had Jimry's Christmas carols playing. So this is one of them, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called an Old Christmas Card.
It's the memory of an old Christmas card.
There's an old Christmas card in an old dusty trunk, and it brings back sweet memories dear to me. Though it's faded and worn, it's as precious as the morn when I found it 'neath our first Christmas tree. I thrill with every word, every line. Yes, I'm always sentimental around this time. Pardon me if a tear falls among my Christmas cheer. It's the memory of an old Christmas card. Sing along, everybody. I'm always sentimental round this time. Pardon me if a tear falls among my Christmas cheer. It's the memory of an old Christmas card. Yeah, that was good old Jim and an old Christmas card. The next song I'm going to do is a Mike Manuel song, and it's called Even Santa Ought to Know. Move over, Santa Claus, I've got to make a change or two. For too long now you play the part that don't belong to you. You spent some time in all our minds trying to take his place, but Jesus Christ was here before the reindeer or the sleigh. Go ahead and have your fun and build your snowman. Just remember while you're walking through your winter wonderland that the sky, the sea, the land, the trees And even all that snow was made by baby Jesus. Even Santa ought to know. I still like Christmas trees, and old Santa makes me smile, and frosting brings a sparkle to every little eye. But on Christmas Eve I love to read the story once again, how God became a baby and took on the form of a man. Go ahead and sing your carols with frost nipping at your nose, and enjoy the Christmas season, but let everybody know that while you're roasting chestnuts on an open flame, don't forget the Christ child and the reason that he came. The sky, the sea, the land, the trees, and even Rudolph's nose were made by baby Jesus. Even Santa ought to know. Were made by baby Jesus. Even Santa ought to know. Yeah, that was Mike Manuel. Okay, the last song that I'm going to do is an Alan Jackson song, and it's called I Only Want You for Christmas. The snow is falling, it's Christmas Eve. Presents are wrapped under the tree. Is there one for me? I only want you for Christmas, baby. I don't need nothing else. I only want you for Christmas, baby. Tie a ribbon around yourself. Oh, tie a ribbon around yourself. I ain't gonna write no letter to send off to the pole, 'cause what I'm wanting this year, Saint Nick don't need to know. I only want you for Christmas, baby. I don't want nothing else. I only want you for Christmas, baby. Tie a ribbon around yourself. Oh, tie a ribbon around yourself. Yee-haw. Oh, pick it, Rudolph. And what about Frosty? So put on your Christmas stockings, and I'll find that mistletoe. Let's get into the holiday spirit, honey. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. I only want you for Christmas, baby. I don't need nothing else. I only want you for Christmas, baby. Tie a ribbon around yourself. I only want you for Christmas, baby. I don't need nothing else. I only want you for Christmas, baby. Tie a ribbon around yourself. Oh, tie a ribbon around yourself. Yeah. Merry Christmas! Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Merry Christmas to everybody, to you, your families, your loved ones, and have a great 2022. I hope the next year is going to be a great year for everybody after all that we've been through. So, once again, Merry Christmas from my family to yours. Stay safe and God bless.
Yes, we thoroughly enjoyed that, of course. Keith Dixon of the Delhi branch never says no. But I just want to say that since you're watching, why don't you share it with your friends and family? Just like Glenda Michael of Mumbai branch, she shared it with so many people. Thank you very much, Glenda. Please keep sharing it, everybody. Nice to see Blossom Lillywhite, Tyron De Souza, Carlton Noel, Odath, Daphne Gomez, so many of you watching. Please keep spreading the word, keep sharing it, because otherwise people will be, of course, they can see it later on. And we're showing this not just live on our Facebook national page here, it's also live on our Facebook youth page, as well as our YouTube page, as well as our BAIT, that's Best Anglo-Indian Talent. So they could be watching it anyway. But thank you very much, those of you who are sharing. Keep sharing and keep watching. Just to tell you a little about, I promised to tell you about Santa Claus. People think that Santa Claus was um, basically born in the North Pole and is a happy man from there. Well, the truth is that the origin of Santa Claus is quite different. The legend of Santa Claus goes back many hundreds of years, and it is believed that Saint Nicholas, the person who was the monk whose name was Nicholas, and he was born in 280 AD in Patara near Myra, Myra, in modern day Turkey. And this monk, Nicholas, was much admired and loved and respected for his kindness. He would go out of his way. In fact, it is believed that he gave away all his inherited wealth and traveled across the countryside helping the poor and the sick. So there was a real person, and it was in Turkey, not on the North Pole. And one of the famous stories, and I remember as a child, may not be a child, as a teenager, our catechism teacher told us when we were about 14 or 15, she told us that he saved 3 poor sisters who were going to be sold as for slavery or prostitution by their father for a fee, for a dowry. And he saved them, and he saved many people. And St. Nicholas is the patron saint of children. And then somebody gave him a red suit, somebody made him from the North Pole. But the concept and the idea is to give the gift of love, the gift of kindness. So there's a lot of meaning behind that. So we like jolly old Santa Claus, but I think it's important to know the origin. And Santa Claus giving our children lots of gifts is fine, but if we can give gifts to other children who are more in need also, well, that would really, I think, we will be living the spirit of Christmas and the birth of Jesus. Anyway, so thank you very much, Keith Dixon. We know Keith Dixon, and we know from Delhi, and we know from Pune, Pastor Smokey James and the Judah clan. But making his debut over here is a new member, a fairly new member. I think he became a member in the last few years, maybe in the last 5 or 7 years. He's from the Calcutta branch. He is Reverend Dr. Brian Gray. He's not gray like me. He's very young, a very handsome priest. He belongs to the House of Clergy in the Diocese of Calcutta. He's the secretary of the St. Stephen's Church in Kirirpur. And at very short notice, Reverend Brian Gray has sent in 2 songs. One is a very zippy one with a lot of psychedelic lights, etc. So we'll listen to it, and then I will tell you, or maybe I'll tell you a little about his song. One is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which you know, And the second is one of them is Blue Christmas, a very, very famous song written by Bill Hayes, not by Elvis Presley, written by Bill Hayes and Jay Johnson. And of course, most famously sung by Elvis Presley in a 1957 album. But it was originally recorded by Doy Odell in 1948. And it's many people's favorite sad, happy Christmas song. It's a Blue Christmas. So over to Calcutta and over to Reverend Dr. Brian Gray. Welcome for the first time.
On a green Christmas tree.
You'll be doing alright when your Christmas all white, but I'll have a blue, blue, blue Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you very, very much. I've received messages saying that it's nice that you've introduced a new singer also, and that is a person for the first time from Calcutta, Reverend Brian Gray, and very, very sort of if you have him singing and him sort of creating that atmosphere, lots of people who have forgotten their way to church may be going just in that direction. Anyway, let's move on now. We move on to, I'd like to see, it's nice to see some young stalwarts. Louis Alberts, lovely to see you watching. And Nolene Barod, Edmund Byrne, lovely to see so many people. Alan De Cruz, Petal Henderson, welcome all. Keep sharing, that'll be fun. Okay. We now move on to, we've got one or two repeat songs, but we asked the singers to choose their own. So you just get one or two repeat. The next singer is, he's a handsome, okayish man, meaning not so young, youngish but not so young, but he's a handsome fellow from the Bangalore City branch. And his name is Ryan Taylor. He's the general manager of a very, very important and a very successful real estate development company in Bangalore. And he comes from the Taylor family, which is, they've got music running in them, you know, their dads, their uncle, everybody plays the guitar or sings. Ryan actually he even sings opera. And one evening in Bangalore, under the stars, it was nice and chilly in December. He and I were, and many others, were sort of having a few drinks. And I heard he sings opera, and I asked him to sing, and he was just amazing. But he also sings pop and rock. So we're going to be inviting Ryan over here. He's a very active member of the Bangalore City branch. He's been vice president and secretary and a committee member for more than 10 years. And his brother Wayne was the ex-president. He is now the president of the Friend in Need Society, one of the oldest Anglo-Indian charitable societies, Wayne Taylor. So it's a wonderful, lovely family. Ryan's going to do two numbers, both with colors. He's going to do Blue Christmas also, but that's second. So nothing wrong, you can compare. I'm sure both of them will score 9 on 10 or 8 on 10. And before that, he's going to sing I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. Now that, as you know, is an Irving Berlin song, which is Irving Berlin. It's probably the highest selling song, not just Christmas song, the highest selling single of all time. The Bing Crosby version, of course, is the most popular, but with estimated sales of 50 million copies, Bing Crosby's song beats all others. And 100 million copies have been sold of this song across different versions. So I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. First, it's also won, believe it or not, the Academy Award for the Best Original Song at the 15th Academy Awards in 1942. Tomorrow, I'm going to give a question to Alan Cowell. He'll ask you, I'm leaking the question out. He's going to ask you for which film did it win an Academy Award for the Best Original Song way back in 1942. This and many other questions tomorrow at 7 o'clock, right here, Christmas quiz. But let's move on to Ryan. I know you may be thinking, as usual, Barry is talking and talking, but I think it's not just a song program. It is to talk about the people who are singing. It's to talk about our community. It's to talk about Christmas, and it's to talk about music. So over to Ryan Taylor, first with I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, and then Blue Christmas, one of my favorite singers.
All right, the next track will be White Christmas. it goes. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas. Good evening, folks. Good evening, members all around India and all around the world. I hope this song that I'm going to sing, these two songs that I'm going to sing are going to cheer you up and bring some joy in your homes. So let's start the first track. All right, I'm Ryan Taylor from Bangalore City branch. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on the green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue flakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas so white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Merry Christmas and the joyous time of the year for all of you members. God bless. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas away, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ryan. That was enjoyable. All your fans are sending messages, including to me. Well, the Bangalore City branch getting its act together and spreading the joy of Christmas like so many other branches are doing. Our thanks and gratitude to all our branches who are spreading the love and joy and inner meaning of Christmas, especially by reaching out to those in need, senior citizens, the lonely, children who are experiencing something that they haven't experienced before, many of them. And through these difficult pandemic times, our branches, many of them, have been doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. And I appeal to branches once again, reach out to the governing body, the head office, Mr. Woodman, Shomnath, reach out, let us know whether you need some more help because we are partnering you when it comes to distributing those food essentials or rations, as some people call them. And even in terms of, we started a new education scheme with the Diana Jones Education Foundation. So please be in touch with us. Well, thank you all very much. So many people coming on. Thank you, Glenda Golston, for sharing. Gordon Weller, Heather Van Haften, Antoinette David. Lovely to see so many people. Janice Rosario, Susan Beale, Monica Menon, Jean Coyne, and the names just go on and on. Wonderful. Okay, we're now moving on from Pune branch. We moved to Delhi. We went across up to Delhi. From Delhi, we went to Calcutta. From Calcutta, we went to Bangalore city, and now we're moving up to Agra. Well, here's another very special family, the family of Tyron De Souza. A little about Tyron first. He's quite a guy. I mean, I've just known him for a couple of years, and he's crazy about country music. And he calls it a small light and sound company called Clarity Audio, doing very, very well. They do live and record stage shows and weddings and parties. Besides that, he's a big motorcycle buff and lover. And he's built or rebuilt a couple of bikes over the years, and very famous on the streets of Agra as a bike man. They call him Taku. Well, Taku is really somebody worth meeting. Well, Taku is his nickname from the people of Agra. And Taku is going to be singing 2 songs with his sister. Now, his sister also has got an absolutely amazing voice. But let me tell you quickly about his family. Besides Taku or Tyron, his father, Vernon De Souza, also a committee member. And he was in the banking industry, now retired. Welcome back, sir. And his mother, Deborah, who used to work for St. Anthony's Junior College, now retired. Lovely family. And their little sister, Angelica, sweet Angelica, who's the love of everybody's life. Well, singing with him today is going to be his sister, Lorraine Rosario. So thank you very much, Lorraine. This is Lorraine Rosario and Tyron De Souza and they'll be doing, of course, two songs. The second one is a popular country music song called Christmas in Dixie, which you all know. But the first one is less than a month old. It was released online on the 3rd of December by two famous singer-songwriters. You may have heard of them, Elton John and Ed Sheeran. Now, they've done this lovely Christmas song simply called Merry Christmas. But hats off to Tyron and Lorraine for actually putting it together. It's just a couple of weeks old. And they put it together and they sing it really well. I've heard it. And the song, particularly listen to the line where they talk about the people who are no longer with us. Now, that's really important, because it's really important to realize that life is short, life is precious. And over the last 2 years, we have lost so many near and dear ones. Some of the singers have lost near and dear ones, and they've dedicated their performance to those who have passed on. So let's welcome from the Agra branch, Tyron De Souza and his sister, Lorraine Rosario. Take it away.
Build a fire and gather around the tree. Fill a glass and maybe come and sing with me.
So kiss me under the mistletoe, pour out the wine, let's toast and pray for December snow. I know there's been pain this year, but it's time to let it go. And next year you never know. But for now, Merry Christmas. We'll
dance in the kitchen while embers glow. We both know love, and this love we got is the best of all. I wish you could see through my eyes and you would know, my God, you look beautiful right now. Merry Christmas.
the fire's raging low, and we'll all sing along to the song. Just having so much fun.
While we're here, can we all spare a thought for the ones who have gone? Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, oh.
So just keep kissing me under the mistletoe. Pour out the wine, let's toast and pray for December snow. I know there's been pain this year, but it's time to let it go. And next year you never know. But for now, Merry Christmas. We'll
dance in the kitchen while embers glow. We both know love, but the love we got is the best of all. I wish you could see through my eyes and you would know, my God, you look beautiful right now. Merry Christmas.
I feel when it comes, every year helping us carry on. Filled up with so much love, all our family and friends are together where we all belong. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, 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 oh. It's Christmas time for you and I. We'll have a good night and a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time for you and I. We'll have a good night and a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time for you and I. We'll have a good night and a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time for you and I. We'll have a good night and a Merry Christmas time. There's snow on the ground. And out in California, sunshine's falling down. Maybe down in Memphis, Graceland's all in light. And in Atlanta, Georgia, there's peace on earth tonight. Christmas in Dixie, it's snowing in the pines. Merry Christmas from Dixie to everyone tonight. It's windy in Chicago. Kids are out of school. There's magic in Motown. The city is on the move. In Jackson, Mississippi, Charlotte, Carolina, and all across the nation, it's a peaceful Christmas time. Christmas in Dixie, it's snowing in the pines. Merry Christmas from Dixie to everyone tonight. And from Fort Plains, Alabama, Merry Christmas tonight.
Wow, what a performance, what a performance, what a production. Wonderful, absolutely amazing. Well, I'm going to read out one of the messages we've received from Trevor Rosemary of Agra. He writes about the De Souza family. Just love this family to the moon and back. The De Souzas of Agra, Tyron and Lorraine, you are our shining stars. Really, it's quite amazing how this association has been actually built and strengthened and continues on the shoulders of some families, like the Rosemary family. There are more than at least 4 or 5 of them involved. And Trevor, thank you very much for introducing me to this young man a couple of years ago when he was participating in the Voice of the Year contest. And then since then, we've kept in touch. And thank you and congratulations, Melva Pope, for bringing everybody together and involving this family and so many other families in Agra. So keep it all up. And of course, Louis Albert's always helping out over there. And I think they've always going great guns. And thank you, so many other people, Tanis Gomez, Chantel Van Haltren, Sandra DeBras, and so many other people watching. Great. Aaron and Maria and Jeffrey Odath and Marcia Hale. I'm getting pretty good at this technology. I've got my phone in one hand and I've got the tab in another, and I'm speaking, I can't believe it, from another country. Quite amazing. Well, the things we do to keep up or to keep with the pace. We got to move on now. Thank you very much, the De Souza family. We remain with the De Souza family, but from Agra, we move right across the country to Asansol, which is in West Bengal, as you know, a very old branch. Yvette Beale and her team running the show there. We've got a singer, young singer coming up. He is a professional, independent singer-writer, songwriter. He's a professional. Get on YouTube and listen to a couple of his songs. I'm not going to let it out yet because we've got a surprise in store for him in the recent future, as it were. The singer is Vernon De Souza. He is doing his MA in English Literature from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta. Before that, he was in Wilson College, I think, in Bombay. But he's originally from Asansol, where his family lives, and his father, Nigel De Souza, is the principal of St. Patrick's, a very, very well-known and famous legendary school of Asansol. So Vernon De Souza is going to give us a very different type of Christmas song. I think it was written in the year 2000. It's called Christmas Shoes. Well, this year and last year, I hope you didn't buy Christmas shoes, because if you're just online, you don't need Christmas shoes. You only need it if you meet people. And if you're meeting people, like many of the people are doing in our branches, having some very meaningful get-togethers, please maintain social distance as much as possible, as well as keep those masks on. And of course, you should be well vaccinated now. Well, let's get into Christmas Shoes. Vernon De Souza, what a talent.
It was almost Christmas time, and there I stood in another line, trying to buy the last gifts or two. Not really in the Christmas mood. Standing right in front of me was a little boy waiting anxiously, pacing around like little boys do, and in his hands he held a pair of shoes. And his clothes were worn and old. He was dirty from head to toe. And when it came his time to pay, I couldn't believe what I heard him say. Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size. Could you hurry, sir? My daddy says there's not much time. You see, she's been sick for quite a while, and I know these shoes will make her smile, and I want her to look beautiful if Mama meets Jesus tonight. He counted pennies for what seemed like years. Till the cashier said, son, there's not enough here. And he searched his pockets frantically. Then he turned around and he looked at me. He said, Mama made Christmas good in our house, though most years we just did without. Tell me, sir, what am I gonna do? Somehow I've gotta buy her these Christmas shoes. So I lay the money down. I just had to help him out, and I'll never forget that look on his face when he said, Mama's gonna look so great. Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size. Could you hurry, sir? My daddy says there's not much time. She's been sick for quite a while, and I know these shoes will make her smile, and I want her to look beautiful if Mama meets Jesus tonight. I knew I caught a glimpse of heaven's love as he thanked me and ran out. I knew that God had sent special one to remind me what Christmas is all about.
So I wanna buy these shoes.
He wants to buy her her shoes. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size.
Could you hurry soon?
His daddy says there's not much time.
You see, she's been sick for quite
She's been sick for quite a while. Make her smile.
Want her to look beautiful.
Mama meets Jesus tonight. I want her to look beautiful if Mama meets Jesus tonight.
Thank you very much, Vernon, for that very moving and special rendition of a beautiful song, The Christmas Shoes, released in 2000 by a Christian vocal group called New Song. So if you like it, you can listen to other songs of them. And of course, Vernon De Souza was among the top 5 in that Voice of the Year contest. So was Ryan Taylor, and so were others, of course, Keith Dixon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we now give you the winner of that Voice of the Year, coming on from Cochin. He used to be a banker till a couple of years ago, a young man who did his MBA in marketing and HR, but now he's following his dream and his heart, and he's become an independent singer-songwriter. And he is Jeremiah De Rosario of Cochin, and he works with his brother Jonathan, their deadly combination. Jonathan also completed his degree in business administration, and their sister Linnell, she's just completed her master's in literature, and she plans to do her PhD. Well, the two brothers have got together, they make music, they do sound for other people, so they're following their heart or their music careers, as it were, or their production careers. That's great. We wish them all the very best. Their father, Llewellyn De Rosario, is the president of the Cochin branch, and has just been inducted onto the governing body. He is the governing body member in charge of Kerala. So all the best to you, Llewellyn. And Llewellyn's family, well, a great family. His grandmother, Mrs. L.G. Barnard, was the president of the Cochin branch. And his mother, Patsy De Rosario, and his father, Lionel De Rosario, well, I think his uncle was also the president of the branch. Well, his dad was originally from Calicut. He worked at the telegraphs, and his mum was from Cochin. She was a high school teacher teaching English history, English geography, and French. And his grandmother was the first ever lady chairperson of the municipality of Cochin, and an ex-president of the branch. So quite a family over there. We're now going to be listening to the Voice of the Year, Jeremiah De Rosario, from a couple of years ago, and he's going to be singing for us. It's a very, very, it's a song dedicated to Mother Mary. And of course, Mother Mary for us, for those of non-Christian friends who are watching, is a key person, especially during Christmas, with all the time. Many of us have great faith in Mother Mary, and this song is called Mary Did You Know? Jeremiah De Rosario of the Cochin branch.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make I know this child that you've delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storms with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels tread? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. The blind will live, the deaf will hear, the dead will hear again. The lame will leave, the dumb will speak the praises of the Lamb. Oh, Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storms with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels tread? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Here's wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you have a joyous Christmas, and I hope the New Year brings you all your hopes and dreams. And yes, my name is Jeremiah and I'm from the Fort Cochin branch. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jeremiah. We wish you and Jonathan all the very best in your chosen path. And I think that Jeremiah will agree that winning the Voice of the Year, he did a really difficult song, in fact, 2 songs together. I think winning that may have inspired him and motivated him a bit to actually think of becoming a professional singer-songwriter. And then his brothers backing and support. Jonathan, good luck to Jeremiah and Jonathan and the entire De Rosario family of the Fort Coach branch. We move on now to a medley. But before that, we've got to welcome lots and lots of people who are coming on and saying lovely, lovely things. We've got Letitia Simmons-Waters, then we've got Fiona Healy, Karen Pinto, Nicole Ann Edwards, Vanessa Ann Foreign, Mary Wilson, Andrew Eugene Shepherd, Akhtarul Islam, a great friend of ours on our Expressions team, who said it's a wonderful production. And we want to thank, of course, Devolina and Konishko, who are our friends from Kolkata, young people who have an organization, a company, commercial company called Quest in Kolkata. Konishko is actually Shomnath, whom you all know, his son. And these 2 young people have helped us putting this production together, and they have, in a Christmas spirit, done it as a Christmas gift. So thank you very, very much. And of course, Shomnath holding the fort over there. We move on to our next. It's a duet. I think it's we've had a duet before. This is a duet, 2 young ladies, lovely voices. One of them is Natasha Suresh. Natasha is doing her 4th year architecture, Bachelor of Arts Architecture at Crescent School in Chennai, 4th year, just the last year. And she'll be probably starting her internship soon. Both her mother and father work on the railways. And her mother, most of you know, Janet, is doing an excellent job as the president of the Trivandrum branch. So we're going to be hearing Natasha. She's going to be singing a medley group of songs with Deanna Rodericks. Now, Deanna is pursuing her BTech degree in computer science and engineering. So many of our people have moved away from, railways and customs and police, and many of them are engineers, and many of them are entrepreneurs, many of them are professional musicians. Well, Deanne's brother Daryl, whom I know well, he's also completed his engineering. He now works with Infosys in Bangalore. Her father John, who's given many years of service to the Trivandrum branch, is a businessman, and her mother Pearl, who's also given many years of service and was the former president of the Trivandrum branch, is a very active member of Inner Wheel and has been for 25 years. They're doing wonderful work. Well, Pearl's father, that is Deanne's grandfather, he worked in the Southern Railway. So there you go, the railway connection as a special grade locomotive pilot. And her mother, Yvonne Ni Almeida, is from Fort Cochin. And she's been running lower primary school at Kullam for the last 41 years and counting. So God bless you, Auntie Yvonne, and may you continue for many, many more years. So these are two special families, and the two young daughters have come together for this fantastic group of songs. You're going to love it. It's going to change the beat a bit.
Oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel. What child is this or laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Whom angels greet with
Natasha and Deanna, somebody who knows you has commented, two angels with beautiful voices. Well, I couldn't have summed it up better than that. It's really true. And we're given a nice balance. You had a lot of unknown songs, and now they've got to given us their wonderful harmony of all the Christmas songs and carols that we know. So thank you very, very much. And a big shout out to Trivandrum, going great guns here, present here, and you'll see them a lot of them on the day after tomorrow. Remember Expressions, which is our group on Facebook for the love of the language, of the English language, and their Expressions team with a few friends, they've got together and put together this amazing production of a Christmas carol with people in different places. I think at least 5 of them, and not even, or 6 of them are in the UK, not even in India, and from other places also. So Maya Gomez has done a wonderful job. And then you've got, don't miss the performance, mind-blowing performance, many good performances, mind-blowing performance of Andy Hoffland, of course. He is playing the ghost of Jacob Marley. Absolutely outstanding. And surprise, surprise, superb performance there from, because we know him as a singer, but Shivan of Pondicherry. Wow, you're an actor too. And the ghosts, Marian Pereira from Santragachi and Anastasia Dias from Young Beautiful People, sounding, making themselves look ghostly. And then there's this horrible, horrible Scrooge. Don't know who's playing the role, but maybe he didn't have to do too much acting. Well, don't miss it. The day after tomorrow at 7 o'clock, right here on Facebook on our page. And tomorrow at 7 o'clock is the Christmas quiz brought to you by the Danapur branch. Danapur is in Bihar, and it's being conducted by Alan Cowell, a brilliant quiz master. But let's move on here. We've got Brian Mark Cotter. Many of you know him from social media and Facebook. He's really bringing the community together, entertaining people from the Middle East. Brian, welcome, and thank you for all that you do. And somebody called D.A. Bishop. Well, I hope it's a bishop, and that would be really nice to welcome a bishop to this program also. And Cheryl Hardless and Daryl DeCruz and Rowena Skirville and Wendy Latouche. Nice to see you here. Keith Duke Francis, Gordon Davies, Russell Phillips. Did someone say ours was a dying community? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you go on social media, every single day there is a musical program or a reunion or a prayer service or cooking going on, or Carol DeCruz's matrimony doing really well. Lots of cuisine Facebook pages, as well as lots of music happening. So the community is, by the grace of God, certainly not dying. Most of the community is doing really well, and those who are struggling, especially in these pandemic times, we are trying to reach out to them, and we hope all of us and everybody reaches out to them. We move on now. Thank you very much once again to Deanna and Natasha and their families. The last 2 performers before we sing Merry Christmas. Here is a young lady, and her name is Chanel Ellis. She's from the Patna branch. She's currently studying in Christ University in Bangalore, where she's opted for a course in media studies. And she wants to grow in the media sector in her career when she gets there. And her ultimate goal would be to start her own independent news channel, highlighting the stories that mostly go unnoticed. We hope all your dreams come true. More power to you, Chanel. Chanel's parents and her uncle and aunt, they're all very, very involved in the All India Angling Association. We thank them, and of course, everybody in the Patna branch. And we now give you a song that she wants to dedicate to her grandpa, who passed away very recently. And they were the singing stars, grandfather and granddaughter, on Facebook. They have many, many fans. Tony Perry, a great soul. May soul rest in peace. And she's going to be singing That's Christmas to Me. So it's dedicated to her grandfather. And thank you very much, the Ellis family, Sandra and Marlon, and the Golston family, Glenn and Glenda, and all for all that all of you do in Patna. This is Chanel Ellis with That's Christmas to Me.
I'm Chanel Valerie Ellis. I'm from the Patna branch, and I'm going to be singing a very special song. This is mostly to commemorate Papa Tony, my granddad, who I used to sing with a lot. And this is mostly because he is not here anymore, but his spirit is still with us. And no matter what happened, Papa Tony always ensured to teach us the very important lesson of the importance of family. So this is a song from my family to yours, and to wish you a very Merry Christmas. The fireplace is burning bright, shining all on me. I see the presents underneath the good old Christmas tree, and I wait all night till Santa comes to wake me from my dreams away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. I see the children play outside like angels in the snow, while Mom and Daddy share a kiss under the mistletoe. And we cherish all these simple things wherever we may be away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. I've got this Christmas song in my heart. I've got the candles glowing in the dark. I'm hanging all the stockings by the Christmas tree. Away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. Away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. I listen for the thud of reindeers walking on the roof as we fall asleep to lullabies. The morning's coming soon. Oh, the only gift I'll ever need is the joy of family. Away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. I've got this Christmas song in my heart. I've got these candles glowing in the dark. I'm hanging all the stockings by the Christmas tree. Away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. Away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. Ooh. Cause that's Christmas to me. I've got this Christmas song in my heart. I've got these candles glowing in the dark. And then for years to come we'll always know one thing. That's the love that Christmas can bring. Away, 'cause that's Christmas to me. Thank you, everyone, and a very Merry Christmas to all of you.
Thank you very much, Chanel. And I'm sure everybody was very, very happy to hear you. And yet those who knew you and your grandpa as a team, may his soul rest in peace, Tony Perry, must be missing him a lot. But the best way to do it is to celebrate his life through those happy memories and through songs. And I'm sure you'll be doing it in future too. Well, lots of other people coming on. Thank you, Ronald Stark, Shelley Redden, Roland Nicholas, everybody for coming on. Carissa, Cecilia, Hiba, and Velenkani, Lawrence, lots of people coming on. And Sandra Ellis says, Papa must be smiling down at you, talking about her daughter, Chanel, and Papa meaning the grandpapa, who is Sandra's dad. Wow, this is really getting very emotional. And, Christmas is an emotional time. It is a time when we Christians actually, because it's also towards the end of the year, we look at our lives and we press the pause button, as it were, to see where we are going and what we are up to. So it's a time when we get together with family. So Dixon and I are with part of our family, and the rest of the family is together. I'm sure you are with your family, and those who are not with you because they are far away, I'm sure you're in touch with them through this wonderful gift of the internet and these various social media platforms. Hold on to family. There's no point, and friends, there's no point in overdoing it with flowers. There's a beautiful song which I like a lot. Give me my flowers while I'm living. So I usually am very liberal and honest and generous with praise where it's deserved. Because once an uncle of mine told me, if you want to say anything nice about me, Barry, you're a famous fellow for speaking at eulogies at funerals. Why don't you tell me what you think about me? And that really taught me real life lesson. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell people who matter how special they are. And don't worry too much about others who say other things, For instance, even 2 days ago, somebody went to town with me on Facebook and basically said, what is Barry O'Brien doing? Or why should it be Barry O'Brien? So I want to wish that person a Merry Christmas. And all the others who may be saying it under their breath. Because I'm here only because I was elected. And I would be more than happy if somebody else came along and was elected. But irrespective of that, it's Christmas time, and I want to give that person a message. Let's try and make every day Christmas Day. It's a song, in fact. Why do we only wait for Christmas to make it Christmas Day? Basically, the person was talking about what is Barry O'Brien and what is the association doing about, the government taking away our seats through an act of parliament. Well, those of you who know that we've tried our best and we'll continue to try our best. Sometimes the best is not enough. But the government feels or thinks that we have 296. And you've seen how many Anglo-Indians are coming along, and we've been talking about them from across the country. So we are much more than 296. We are doing what we are doing. If you want to know exactly what we have done, write to us. And we've got several pages of what we have done since December of 2019 and January of 2020. Anyway, we're not talking about all those things today. I just brought it up because somebody sent a message saying, we are not dying. Who said we're 296? Somebody's just sent me a message. So I thought I'd bring it up and wish that person from deep within my heart a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you can do wonderful things for the community so we can all join in to take this community forward. Well, we're back. We're now on to the last two singers. They'll be singing one after the other, but they're a mother and daughter from St. Thomas Mount in Chennai, in Madras. And Marcia Nicholas. Marcia is a music teacher, and she's been an active professional singer for the last 12 years. She's a singer-songwriter. And her daughter Ocean is 10 years old. She studies in the 5th grade. And Ocean loves music, art, cooking, and animals. Marcia won't mind me saying that she's a single mother. And she and Ocean, her daughter, I love the name Ocean, have this wonderful chemistry, like all mothers and daughters, but especially through music. And Marcia lost her mother just less than a fortnight ago. But when I asked her to sing, And she was wondering whether she should. And she said, of course I shall, sir. I want to. And I'll sing for my mother. So for Chanel's grandpa, Chanel's papa, and Marcia's mother, and all the loved ones that we've lost due to the pandemic and for other reasons, may their souls rest in peace. May they bring peace to our lives by praying for us and watching over us and guiding us. And we wish them all up there a very Merry Christmas. I'll be back just once more to give a conclusion. But let's welcome Marcia Nicholas and her daughter, Ocean.
Hi everyone, my name is Ocean and I'm from the St. Thomas branch, and today I'm going to be singing O Holy Night. And happy holidays everyone.
Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth.
Hi everyone, my name is Marcia Nicholas and I'm a member of the St. Thomas branch, and I'm here to sing a Christmas song for you all, so I hope you enjoy it. And this is Frosty the Snowman. Sing along with me if you know the song, guys. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corn cob bob and a button nose and two eyes made out of gold. Oh, Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. Must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. When they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the snowman was as loud as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. I hope you all are dancing. Frosty the snowman, yeah, the sun was hot that day, so he said let's run and we'll have some fun now before I melt away. Down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all along the square, saying catch me if you can. Let them down the streets of town like two big. He only paused a moment when heard him hollow, stop! Oh, Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Much love from our family to yours. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you very much, Marcia, and thank you, Ocean, from the St. Thomas Mount branch. Thank you, all the singers, and thank you, all those who put this together. A very special thank you to Shomnath, and a very, very special thank you to Konishko and Debolina, who have done this as a Christmas gift to us. And thank you very much for the technical support, Quest Media. Really, it would not have been possible without you. Well, I've received many, many wonderful messages. Oh, Shannon Vasu, president of the Trichy branch, and many others coming on, especially friends of ours like Sheena, Arun, Mohit, Gupta. Nice to see so many friends of Anglo-Indians. It's wonderful. Well, it's been wonderful bringing this together. I thank you for all your messages. For two people for summing it up. Well, this is Blossom Lillywhite, the president of the Mumbai branch, who says, every performance was so well choreographed and sung. The Anglo-Indian talent is world-class. Well, I think many will agree with that. And Daphne Gomez, the mentor of Expressions, she says, thank you, Barry, for bringing in Christmas so meaningfully through music. And then she pays us a compliment. You've been working hard while on holiday to hold up everyone's spirits. Much appreciated. Well, I haven't been working. It's my way of being part of the Christmas celebration far away when we are holidaying, where it's very cold and there's lots of COVID around. So we wanted to be a part of it. So Denise, Zarsha, and I have all acted in the Christmas Carol, which is day after tomorrow. Don't forget, the day after tomorrow, Thursday, 7 p.m., a Christmas Carol brought to you by Expressions of the All India Angling Association, and choreographed, or rather designed and directed by Maya Gomez. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, a Christmas quiz. Don't forget to come on. It's going to be great fun. A question will be asked. You don't need to answer. If you don't know, you don't need to be a part of a team. Everybody's welcome. Spread the word. Send it around. Send the link around. Alan Cowell is the quiz master, a brilliant quiz master, and the Danapur branch is sponsoring the prizes, as well as cash prizes, as well as organizing it. So thank you, Eric De Rosario and Tyron Lazarus and the Danapur branch. Well, that's all from us. And once again, we wish each one of you a very safe and a very meaningful and a happy Christmas, especially with your family. And the good news is the President-in-Chief will not ask you to sit through another Christmas message. This was my message right through the last hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours. I've been chatting and we've been doing it through music. This is my message to each one of you. From our family to your family, and on behalf of the governing body of the All India Annual Association, to all our members of the 63 branches, to all our friends and well-wishers, to all other Anglo-Indians around the country and around the world, especially those around India, please come and join this 145-year-old organization called the All India Annual Association. It does not belong to one individual or one family. It's everybody's, and you should be a part of it. But it's time to say a very Merry Christmas. The best way is to celebrate every day as Christmas. Reach out and touch somebody's life in some small, special way. We're not going to be ending with, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We'll do that the day after tomorrow, after A Christmas Carol. Today we're doing it a little differently. It's going to be sung by Sharon James. It's called A Very Merry Christmas, but it's an original song by Pastor Smokey James and the Judah Clan. Thank you all very much for being a part of this. You can share it and people can watch it later. God bless you and your families. Don't go away. Listen to this last song. A very Merry Christmas to each one of you. Take care. God bless you.